Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. A few days ago, someone asked me if there was a free and open source software that can compress or reduce the file size of PDF files. In response to this query, I found an excellent software called CoScript that does the job quite well. The only problem is that CoScript works in a command line mode, which a typical user might find quite intimidating. So I've written a small free and open source software myself called the PDF Shrinker, which works on top of CoScript and permits users to reduce or compress PDFs in an easy and intuitive way. Let's head to the project page and see how to install and use PDF Shrinker. So this is the project page for PDF Shrinker. It's available on GitHub. I have pasted this link in the description of this video. You can just click on it and reach this page. As we scroll down, you will see the table of contents for this page. There are detailed sections for installation and documentation. The software itself is available from the releases page. I'll talk about this a little later. But for now, we are going to scroll down to the quick start section. So as you can see, the quick start section is in view. The first thing that we need to do here is to install CoScript, following which we can then install PDF Shrinker app for Windows or Debian Linux or Fedora Linux, as the case may be, and then we can start using the app. So let's go and install CoScript. Click on this link and you will be taken to the CoScript's download page, from where you can download CoScript for 64-bit Windows or 32-bit Windows. There's also a snap package for Linux, but we don't need to use this. We can directly install CoScript using the software manager inside Linux or using command line from the terminal. For this video, I'm going to download the 64-bit version of CoScript for Windows. Just click on it and you should see the installer downloading in a few seconds. Once it is done, just double click on this and the installer will start. Just keep pressing next till the very end and you will have CoScript installed on your machine. I'm cancelling this because I already have CoScript on my machine. With CoScript now installed, it's time to head back to the project page and install PDF Shrinker. You can download the PDF Shrinker app from one of these links, which is basically leading to the release page. And if you click on this, you will see all the executables for Linux and Windows available here. This is for Windows. And you will also see that there are SHA 256 checksums available here. So let's get back again. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the Windows link to download and install PDF Shrinker. You will see that the PDF Shrinker installer has now been downloaded, and just double click on it and you will see the installer available. On Windows, you will encounter this message because I haven't digitally signed this app. Just click on more info and click on run anyway. You can also have a look at the source code. So when you click on run anyway, this app will start installing and you will see the installer appear very shortly. So you can choose a language, then click OK, and then click on accepting the license. This is an open source license. Just click on next till the very end and PDF Shrinker will get installed on your machine. I already have it, so I'm going to cancel this. Likewise, if you want to install on Linux, you can just download the appropriate version of the package, Debian or Fedora. And once you have downloaded the package, just click on it and let the software manager or software center proceed with the install. If you wish to install via the command line, so after you have downloaded the package, just use these commands to install on Debian or Fedora systems. Please see the installation section for details. We are back again in the quick start section, and for this video I'm going to download one sample PDF file which is 35 MB and 444 pages. So just click on this link and this file should open. And you can then just simply come to the top right and download this file and save this file. So I'm going to use this file for this demonstration. So we are now all set to start using PDF Shrinker. So now that we are done with installations, we have installed CoScript and PDF Shrinker. You can just go to the Windows search bar and search for PDF Shrinker. There you go. It's now visible and you can click on it to start. If you want to uninstall it, you can right click and click on uninstall, or otherwise come down here and click on uninstall. I'm going to click on it, and once you do that, you should be able to see the opening screen of PDF Shrinker right in front of you. So let me now quickly show you a few examples of how we can use PDF Shrinker. Let me expand this a little bit such that everything is clearly visible. The first thing that we need to do is to provide the input PDF file that we want to compress. So just click on Browse, and this is the file that I had downloaded from CCR Canada. And as you can see, this file is 35.6 MB in size. So it's a very big file. It has lots and lots of pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this file. The next thing that we want to do is to provide the name of the output file. So I'm going to click on Save As and give this file a name. So this is the compressed file that will result after the compression process. I'm going to call it CCR default and go ahead and click on Save. Now I can go ahead and choose an option for compression if I wanted to, and one for compatibility. Just click on I to get more information about these parameters, and also for compatibility right here. So you can see what are the options and what they mean. So for this example, I'm going to leave this just like this, default and 1.4, and I'm going to go ahead and click on Shrink PDF. And as you can see, the process of compression has started. This may take a little longer on your machine, or it might happen faster. So be patient. And as you can now see that the file has been compressed, the status bar is showing a success message. And after a little while, this message is going to change, and this is prompting you to try another combination. But let's open the folder and see the result. And you can see that we have a new file called as CCR default. And if you were to see the file size, you will see that it is already 4 MB smaller than the original file, which was 35.690 megabytes. So let's close this. And the default option that we had chosen in the previous example is quite good for online reading and printing. There are other options like screen and ebook that we'll try. And the ones at the bottom, printer and prepress, are for files that need to be printed as hard copy. So I'm going to come down here and choose ebook this time. Let's now go and give it an output file name. Click on Save As. And this time around, I'm going to name it as CCCR ebook. So I'm choosing the ebook preset for compression and then click on Save. So once this has been done, I'm going to choose a different option for compatibility just to try out if it betters the compression. So this time around, I'm going to try 1.5 and then go ahead and click on Shrink PDF. So when we choose ebook, the images in the original PDF are downsampled to 150 dpi. As you can see, the process is complete. When we open the folder, you will see that this file has been created. And as you can notice, already 10 MB smaller than the original file. So one of the things that we need to do after every compression is to open the file and see if everything is in order. And we can check images and graphs and charts to make sure that everything is readable. So I've just opened this file, and let's just scroll down and see whether everything can actually be read properly. So it seems quite good, and this map can be read quite nicely, the letters on it. Even this figure, you can actually read all the numbers and all the text inside this particular figure. Going down, we can narrow down on these graphs, and all of these are quite nicely visible, even the numbers on the x-axis and y-axis. This diagram is also quite nicely visible. So this is one thing that you need to do after you have compressed. You need to just simply go ahead and check. So everything seems to be in order, and ebook is already 10 MB smaller than the original file. So let's close this and we'll try another example. So this time around, I'm going to choose the screen compression preset. So just come here and click on screen. The screen preset is the smallest PDF size that you can generate using presets. For compatibility, we'll stick with 1.5. Let's go ahead and give the output PDF file name. So we're going to go ahead and choose Save As. And this time around, I'm going to call this file as CCCR-screen. So when you choose screen compression preset, the images in the original PDF are downsampled to 72 dpi. When you compare this with ebook, you'll find that the ebook downsamples to 150 dpi. So screen is almost just half of that, and this can distort images quite substantially. The job has been done. Let's open the folder, and as you can see here, the screen file has been created, and the size of the screen file is 8.7 MB, and this is a very substantial reduction from 35 MB. Let's open this file and see if it is usable. So on the face of it, everything appears to be quite nice. So as we scroll down, you will see that the text is quite readable. However, when we go to the map, you will find that the letters on the map are distorted. They are not very clearly visible. Let's go down again and check out a few other things. Let's go down and see the figure. And as you can see, the letters in the figures are not at all readable. So figures have been quite substantially impacted, particularly the text part of it, because the images have been downsampled to 72 dpi. Scroll down further and see the graph. Once again, the x-axis and y-axis letters are not visible, the titles and numbers. So this is one of the problems that we have seen with the screen preset. The same here on this particular figure. You can see that the text is not visible, and the figure that we had seen earlier is also now not really very clearly visible. So when you're choosing the screen preset, you will find that the images may not be really visible, but the file size has come down to 8.77 MB. Let's close this and we'll try another example. So as we have seen, the screen preset gives us very small PDF sizes, but the images are not readable. And when we choose the ebook preset, we get large PDF sizes, but the PDF is readable. What if we wanted something in between? Say, for example, downgrading an ebook such that the size is also okay and the PDF is readable. So we can do that by clicking on the advanced button. So using the advanced option, we can control image resolution precisely. Remember, the ebook downsampled images to 150. So this time around, using the image resolution, we can choose 120, and we can come down and choose the downsample threshold to 1. So what happens here is that the downsample threshold number is multiplied by image resolution. So this gives us a product of 120. And what this means basically is that any image in the original PDF that has a resolution of 120 or higher will get downsampled to 120. If we choose a higher number like 2 in downsample threshold, this gets multiplied with image resolution and the result is 240. So images higher than 240 dpi in the original PDF will get resampled to 240. So as the numbers become higher, less number of images get resampled. We'll, for this example, keep the downsample threshold to 1 and image resolution to 120 and the compression setting to ebook. Let's provide an output file name, and I'm going to call this as CCR ebook-1110, and then click on save, and we are going to go ahead and click on shrink PDF with these parameters. So the compression process starts, and this time around we are using a downsample threshold value of 1, which means smaller sizes, and we are using an image resolution of 120, which is lower than the default preset value for ebook, which is 150. So we are trying to build a file size with reasonable quality that is best of both the worlds. So this has now been completed. Let's open the folder, and we can now see that we have a file that is 14.929 or about 15 MB in size, which is 10 MB lower than the ebook preset that had been created. Let's open this file and see if this file is usable. So as you can see, the file is reading quite well, and we can now go to page 15 to see that map and see the letters on that map. So as you can see, the letters are quite clearly visible and it looks quite good. Let's go down and have a look at the figure. And in this particular case, you can see that letters in the figure are also quite nicely readable. Further down, looking at the graph, we can see that the x-axis and y-axis letters and labels are clearly visible. And so is this figure that we were looking at earlier. So overall, a very nicely created PDF that is readable. And it's about 10 MB smaller in size than the ebook preset and 20 MB lesser than the original PDF. So if we wanted further improvement, we could improve the image resolution to 130 and then run shrink PDF once again, which would result in a still better PDF, but with slightly larger size. This option here, convert PDF to grayscale, if you set it to yes, the original PDF will be converted into a grayscale PDF. So this option can be quite useful because it reduces the size of the PDF by losing color information. And this can be useful if you want to use the PDF for OCR and stuff like that. If the original PDF had black and white images, you can also alter the image resolution and downsample threshold parameters, and all black and white images in the original PDF will be downsampled to the image resolution. By default, this is set to no, and you have some more details about grayscale PDFs in the documentation of this software. Finally, if you want to flatten your PDF, you need to just choose the compatibility setting to 1.3, and this removes all transparency etc. from the PDF, and many times this can be quite useful. For example, if you are trying to upload a book on Kindle Direct Publishing, they want the PDF that you are uploading to be flattened such that it can be printed properly. So all you need to do is to just choose the compatibility setting to 1.3, and then you can choose any other setting in the compression option. It can be pre-press or ebook or whatever else, and then just go ahead and click on shrink PDF and you will get a flattened PDF. So if you want to know a little bit more about these options, I invite you to go to the documentation section on the project page and open the online documentation, or otherwise download it as a PDF. You can learn a little bit more about converting PDF to grayscale. You can also know a little bit more about flattening PDFs, as you can see, and you can also know a little bit more about the advanced settings and what exactly they do, a typical use case, as you can see, and the calculations that I briefly mentioned in the video. So you can learn about all these in the documentation. So I invite you to go and check out the documentation to know more about the options that are available on PDF Shrinker. The clear button that you see here resets all the fields and puts everything back as if you've just started. The help button leads you to the project page from where you can read the documentation about PDF Shrinker. And the quit button quits the app. So that's it for this video. I hope this video helps you get started on PDF Shrinker, which can be a useful software. Many thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.